With the recent 49ers injury news, you might be feeling like this doggo right here, going through a little bit of PTSD. I've seen a lot of 2020 reference. Deep breaths, people. We got more updates, more injury updates, some good news, and something that we need to monitor, something new that I wasn't anticipating. So before we go straight to this, and I know it might feel like, oh boy, you lose to the Minnesota Vikings in that particular fashion. The bad vibes of the offseason kind of floating into this season. I think a lot of people feel like this dog right here, and I don't blame you, but let's do our best to talk about the current updates and how we are really contextualizing them. So let's take a look. This one is from Matt Barrows of The Athletic. He says, it doesn't sound as if Charvarius Ward's knee hamstring issue is too serious when Nick Sorensen said, quote, we're being smart and decided to hold him out. Okay. So obviously, if you're just joining, the big news of the day was George Kittle and Charvarius Ward being ruled out of practice. Now, the thing with the Kittle thing is, although we have optimism here regarding Charvarius Ward, that's good. We don't have that optimism with George Kittle. It already sounds like he's out for this game against the Rams. At least that's the way Adam Schefter is quantifying it. It's the way all the information was presented today when it came out that he wasn't going to be practicing. And they're already talking about how he probably isn't going to be playing either. So something to keep in mind as we continue to track these updates and try to understand what it means. And obviously, I know a lot of people will be checking in to kind of get up to speed with their fantasy and their picks and all those different types of things. But as it currently stands, I would say Kittle is trending towards being out, whereas at least we got this little bit of information where Charvarius Ward is trending towards probably playing. It will have to be something that we monitor tomorrow when we get the practice updates and the final injury report for the week heading into Sunday's game against the Rams. But there's also another name that we now need to monitor, and it is Nick Bosa, who has now popped up on the practice report as limited participant with a rib injury. We don't know the extent of what this rib injury is. We don't know how serious it is. So again, this is going to be one thing that we are going to be monitoring like a hawk in regards to his availability. So an unfortunate scenario, absolutely. And I know it just all feels like it's crashing down on 49er fans. Listen, I did a live earlier today. I seeing your comments on the other videos and just the overall discourse on social media. A lot of 49er fans concerned right now. And again, invoking kind of the 2020 season where it was really rough start in regards to injuries. I don't think we're quite there yet, obviously. Losing CMC, Kittle, and Debo for next week, not ideal. But the thing is, the silver lining is the hope with Kittle is that this isn't a multiple week issue. We have to wait and see. With Debo, we know he said about 1 to 2 weeks he'll be out. And with CMC, the hope is he will be able to be back sooner rather than later, probably about 4 to 6 weeks out. But we'll have to see. And obviously, Ricky Pearsall being out as well, but he should be expected to return around week 5. So the 49ers just have to get through this early slate of games. They have the opportunity to still win all of them. Rams this week, who are also very injured. Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua out amongst some of the notable names, including starting offensive linemen, starting secondary. So they're hurt as well. So it's not just, the 49ers about to run into a buzzsaw on the road. They're going to be playing at Levi South, and we do know a lot of 49er fans show up for that game. And also, too, after that game, they have the Patriots coming to town, traveling across the East Coast to play the 49ers. So, they still have enough room to get back on track before they play kind of the hot Arizona Cardinals and the Seahawks. So what you want to see right now is you want to see the 49ers go up 1-0 in division, right? You want to see them come away with the division win against the Rams. You have to win these games, especially for seeding and things of that nature. So, got to get that win. And, with the Patriots, it's less important to seeding. But again, you want to make sure you stack those NFC wins. And, already losing to the Vikings doesn't bode well for the early start, but they have an opportunity to get back on track. So that's what we're looking for. So hopefully the thing with Nick Bosa, the rib injury, isn't serious. Hopefully it's more of a precautionary um, kind of move to just give him a little rest. He doesn't need really to practice. Obviously, got a full training camp, all that stuff. So um, we have to see though. But it does sound like, based on all the reporting so far, and really no optimism to follow up with the George Kittle injury, he does appear that he is trending towards being out, whereas Charvarius Ward might be trending towards, just being a precautionary situation. And with Bosa, we're kind of TBD. The good news is that from what we've heard of Kyle Shanahan and Nick Sorensen continuing to speak today, is that the tone is still very positive about Talanoa Hufanga returning. So Talanoa Hufanga tore his ACL against the Bucks last year in a nasty um, slip up, on the Levi's field. So the 49ers are holding out hope that he will return and he will get the start this week. And I think that will be a very positive sign to get him back, especially with seeing some of the miscues and miscommunications that was happening on the back end against the Minnesota Vikings. You think that when you put Talanoa Hufanga back into the starting lineup, you're going to be able to fix some of those communication errors and things of that nature, because he's such a cerebral player, really understands the position, and is a really good communicator on the back end. So getting Talanoa Hufanga should be a juice, a little bit of shot of the arm for the defense. Obviously, trying to get healthy is going to be the big thing for the San Francisco 49ers over the next couple weeks. And we understand that, really injuries are more so a factor to the 49ers success than anything else. And so just wanting to get these guys healthy, getting them back on track, and make sure that they are ready for a deep playoff push. But these are the kind of injury updates for the day. Obviously, we had the initial announcement, and we wanted to get the kind of continuation of what we've heard out to you. Let me know what you guys think about this. How are you quantifying it? Are you kind of freaking out a little bit? Are you starting to get worried, or are you taking it a little bit more in stride, understanding that, hey, it's part of the game. Things are going to happen. They'll have an opportunity to bounce back. And hey, it's a next man up league. So let's see who steps up. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.